Well, as you would expect here in the crypto market, things have been rather interesting over the last 12 hours as Donald Trump has now officially launched his meme coin, which has drained the vast majority of the altcoin market of liquidity, pumping that thing up hundreds of percentages, leaving Solana and Jupiter up as well, but pushing most of the market down. And as a result, people are going absolutely nuts. They have no idea what's going on. And so I'm going to try my best today to give you a little bit of insight as to what's happening and, well, what I'm doing as a result of all of this. And so with that said, look, let's not waste any more time at all and let's get straight into it. So looking at crypto bubbles to kind of start the day off, I mean, you can kind of see what's happening. Oh, it's just madness in this crypto market, my friends. It is absolute madness. We have everything down for the vast majority. TIA, SHIB, World, Hype, ENA, Pingu, smashed. All getting smashed. But we got that big Trumpy all the way up 580%. Going from, I believe it was $2 at one point last night, all the way up to $29. $5.84 billion market cap, pushing the 27 slot on CoinMarketCap rankings. Absolutely ridiculous. We saw over $7.6 billion in volume, one of the biggest volume liquidity grabs I've seen in a very, very long time, seeing absolute destruction of all of these other charts. And I don't particularly believe it was, Trump's token that caused this pullback across them, but it definitely didn't help. And I'll kind of talk about that a little bit more in depth in a few minutes here. I do just believe this was just another catalyst as to what caused this pullback, but I don't think this pullback is only because of Trump, like a lot of people are saying it is. Now, this Trump token, of course, people have mixed feelings about it, and I made mine rather clear on Twitter this morning. I said, the Trump meme coin has launched, triggering a liquidity drain as traders dump their meme coins to chase the Trump pump. Official tokenomics. The creators get 80%, liquidity is 10%, and public distribution is 10%. And I said, I think this goes one of two ways. This is just the beginning. The attention is acting as a catalyst, setting off a new wave of pumps across meme coins, or memes have peaked because nothing is bigger than a Trump meme coin right before Trump gets inaugurated. And it's really hard to tell which one it is. I feel like we're going to figure this out. I obviously don't have the answer for you on that right now. I think we're going to figure this out over the next month or so. I think that it literally could be either way. And it sucks when you're in a spot where there's such a balance here, because I could honestly see both sides. I could see one side of things saying, you remember when SafeMoon popped off, right? Do you guys remember that when SafeMoon absolutely jumped? And that kind of sparked some sort of wild meme coin season for a couple months back in 2021. It feels somewhat similar, right? Crypto flies up billions of dollars, brings a whole bunch of liquidity into meme coins. That liquidity from something like Trump starts to trickle down into other memes, sets off some sort of huge meme coin and altcoin rally for a little while, and things get really exciting, especially as you have a catalyst like Trump's inauguration following this just a couple days later. But on the other side of the token, I could also see the other side in the sense of, okay, well, when a crypto like a meme coin is made by the president of the United States, and it goes to $5 billion, draining liquidity out of everything else. If that don't sound like a top, I don't know what sounds like a top, right? And so it's in this weird spot. And what I will say, although my gut always goes with being cautious first, the fact that meme coins weren't really pumping prior to what happened with Trump's token is a good thing. Because had meme coins been pumping, Trump's coin comes out, everything pumps, then it's surely going to dump. But the fact that we had been seeing meme coins somewhat underperforming for the last couple of weeks does lead me to believe that maybe this is the kind of that catalyst that is going to drive some liquidity to the meme coins. But that's purely speculation. I think it's still a coin flip, and a lot of people are pretending like they truly know what's going to happen. I don't think anybody does. But it is going to be very, very interesting to see how it plays out, to say the least. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Tyler Crypto Talk. Now, as a result, again, of Trump's token launching, which did launch on the Solana blockchain, we have seen Solana's price absolutely flying. I mean, we can look here. Solana currently at $240, absolutely smashing it. And it's not only Solana. Solana's DEX as well. Jupe is also pushing up as well. Currently sat right under $1, but it did push over $1. Absolutely ripping some of these losses that we saw over the last week and over the last month, setting in some new macro higher highs. So the Solana ecosystem has obviously greatly benefited. I almost said benefited, whatever that meant, but it's greatly benefited from what we've been seeing here with Trump's token. Now, if I do actually go to what I want to pull up really quickly, is I want to pull up DeFi Llama, and I want to see what's going on here with Solana's blockchain. Look, let me get you on the right screen. There we go. Let's see what's going on here with Solana's TVL. Yeah, so what we can see as well is, it's not even just Solana's token, it's not even just Jupe. We are starting to see TVL in general for Solana increasing, currently at 10.35 billion, now officially again setting that new all-time high in terms of TVL. If you don't know what TVL is, it's the total value locked, which is quite simply just the amount of assets that are locked on chain on Solana. It's the size of the ecosystem basically. And what we can see here is that, yeah, it's absolutely flown. Over the last one day, we're seeing it everywhere from Jito to Jupiter to Radium to Camino. All of these ones are absolutely flying up, all of them in the green. Solana's ecosystem benefiting from it greatly. Now, what we can see from a price perspective with Solana is that things are starting to get heat, like very, very hot. And this actually may be some sort of catalyst. If we are on the good side of the coin, where this is the catalyst that sparks some sort of meme token run, this could be the catalyst that starts to get Solana to finalize that breakout. I told my school the other day that whenever cryptos go for a breakout, there's 3 steps that need to happen. Okay. And what's happening with Solana right now is the attempt at the 3rd step. And if Solana can complete this 3rd step, if it can successfully complete this 3rd step, I believe that a $300 to $350 Solana could very well be on the way. Now, you may be wondering, Tyler, what are these 3 steps? Well, look, let me actually take you into the school and let's kind of look at what these 3 steps are. So when a crypto is breaking out of a descending structure, so what do I mean by that? There's a structure that's descending. This is the crypto's price. Whenever a crypto is trying to break out of a descending structure like this, which is what something like Solana is trying to do, Bitcoin, ETH, many more, there's 3 main steps that need to happen. The very first step is obvious. You need to break out and you need to backtest, meaning you need to break above that previous point of resistance and you need to likely try to backtest it, meaning you go back down and establish support. I put ideally backtest because you don't have to backtest, but it is good if you do. You want to see that crypto backtest. So what we can see if we look at Solana is that Solana's price did break out. We didn't particularly get that backtest, but we did get a major catalyst that causes breakout. So I do think it is okay. So step 1, obviously complete. Step 2, what you need to see is the new higher high. Well, why is the higher high so important? The higher high is so important because even in a situation in which we break out like we did back here, right? Unless you set a new higher high on the macro sense, you're still in a downtrend. And at any given point, you might just get forced all the way back down into this channel because quite frankly, you didn't make any real progress. Breaking out of the structure alone isn't enough. You have to break that previous high in order to set the new trend. And as you can see here, Solana has now completed step number 2 by setting this new higher high. Now, step number 3 is one of the, if not the most important, which is breaking the macro golden zone. What that means is that you need to see Solana, and crypto in general, but Solana in this example, you need to see it break this golden Fibonacci zone, the 786 to 618 Fibonacci levels, which for Solana range between $241 and $224. You need to see it clear this gold box. And I'm not talking about just a little wick above it like we saw back there. I need a sustainable breakout. I need to see Solana's price break above it, get some 4-hour closes, get some daily closes, maybe even a back test above it to confirm it. I don't want to see just a wick these days because you all know what happens whenever we get too far ahead of ourselves on these breakouts. Next thing you know, everything's good, everything's fine, everything's dandy, and then you got these little slimy lizard people. They jump in and they start doing all this stuff, forcing the price back downwards, and it gets ugly. So what I want to see is I want to see this bad boy actually go and break above this golden zone, push above it, hold above it, and then that is the completion. That is step number 3 of the breakout. Once you're capable of completing that 3rd step, what that means is that Solana's price opens the door to not only just seeing a new all-time high from a price perspective, but also seeing, a push to these fib extension levels, which is $300, which is $350. And that is what I think could happen. And so, like I mentioned before, under the circumstance in which this is some sort of beginning of some sort of meme coin season or something for the altcoin market, I do believe that we very well may see Solana's price try to really continue upwards, but that's not confirmed yet. I mean, the market is dumping. If we go look over at liquidations on Solana are building like absolute crazy to the downside right now. The rest of the meme coin market is not pumping quite yet. So I can't go and say for sure that this is the meme coin catalyst that's going to start some sort of altcoin season. You can't say that for sure. But if it is the case, I do think that Solana is going to open up that door and benefit from a meme coin season because the meme's on its ecosystem and start trying to push all the way up to $300 to $350. Now, that's ideal. That is what I'm hoping happens, but obviously only time will tell. What you need to be on the lookout for right now is how the crypto market reacts to Monday. That's the very first thing that I would be doing. How does this crypto market react to Monday? Which is, of course, Trump's inauguration. And secondly, how does something react, something like Solana react to $241? Can it clear this golden zone? Because if it can do that, then yeah, I think we're in a spot in which we are going to see that breakout. I think we're in a spot where we are going to see that catalyst, where we are going to see that meme coin market start pushing upwards, and I think we could be in a fantastic spot. And so with all of these things considered, to kind of summarize, and what I will tell you is in a few minutes, I'm going to tell you about how you can get access to little charts like this and stuff in the school, so stay tuned for that. But just to kind of summarize what's going on in the market today, typical craziness from the crypto market. You got Donald Trump launching a meme token that obviously drawed a bunch of liquidity out of other meme coins and altcoins, pushing it up towards $5 billion in market cap, pushing up the Solana ecosystem, Solana's price, Jupe, Radium, and many more. Now, as a result of this, people are considering and wondering whether or not this is going to be the beginning of a meme coin season. And my entire thing for you is no one truly knows. A bunch of KOL or YouTubers are going to come out and say, oh, this is going to be it, or this is going to be it. Nobody knows. The best thing that you can do right now is sit back and watch and allow this to play out. See how we react on Monday, because you never know. You never know when those little slimy lizard people are going to jump in and they're going to start making things happen. Maybe they pull this market down one more time. Maybe we see Bitcoin jump back in, right? If we, for example, see Bitcoin's price come back down, and maybe it does go back to retest these levels, guys, right? Maybe Bitcoin does come back down for that back test. Maybe we head back to 100,000. Maybe we come back down to liquidate all those short traders and then, or liquidate those long traders, build up some short trades, and then we see this market try to push upwards. If that is the case, things are still going to get very volatile, and I need you to just be aware that when you have catalysts in front of us like Trump's inauguration, when you have Gary Gensler possibly stepping down tomorrow, when you have Trump launching a meme token that's drawing the market up, you're going to be in a spot where a lot of volatility is going to happen, and people are going to lose on both sides. So I am back into my no trading zone. I am not leverage trading by any means. I'm not making any big purchases at all. The only purchases that I did make last night were a couple small dollar cost averages. If we head back out to the school, what you can see here is I did start a position in Ondo at $1.26. Funnily enough, whenever I did buy Ondo, it literally sent it. So I bought Ondo right back down here. I bought Ondo right here. And like within the 8 hours after that purchase, it absolutely sent it like 18% and then absolutely dumped. So I was up 18% at one point, and then now I'm down like 3 or 4% on that position within 12 hours, which is absolutely nuts. I did dollar cost average a little bit more now that his price has fallen below my entry price. So my average price is now around $1.22. And I plan on adding some more to my bag because I do like Ondo, and you can feel free to read that here. I did DCA into some of my AI agents as well, and a little bit on Pepe also, just because I think that they're in pretty good value ranges. I'm going to continue to slowly build into those positions. No major purchases, just some small purchases pretty consistently. So that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing any major buys, any major sells, any leverage, anything like that right now. I'm just letting it all play out because I do think that's the best move here. And so with that in mind, guys, if you do want to get access to the things that I am buying, changes to my portfolio like these, lessons on breakouts and stuff like that and much more, I will tell you all of it is available down in my school down below. And our mission at the school is very, very simple, guys. We take crypto investors like yourselves. We give them courses, coaching, classes, live streams, workshops, signals, research, Q&As, and much more to help them refine their strategies, because strategies are what create gains. And the best part about it is that you'll get your money back guaranteed if you don't learn anything from us, and it starts as little at $5 a month. And guys, don't just take it from me. Let's just go look at the gains that have been made from just Trump token in the last 24 hours. 100%. 50%. Look at some of those gains there. And then if we just zoom out to some of these other ones, we got Bitcoin gains. We got all these gains on Trump token from Sean going absolutely insane. We got Butthole token. I mean, absolutely insane stuff. From meme coins to Bitcoin, there's hundreds of percentages in gains being made every single day, hundreds of thousands of dollars being made. And for the people who don't make any gains, there's a losses and lessons section where you can go in and learn how they made their mistakes and why they messed up. All of that is available, fully transparent. So again, feel free to check out the link down below. You can head over to Tyler Hill's Crypto Vault. Starts as little as $5 a month, but the $17 a month option is quite a bit better in my opinion. Again, I'm not leverage trading right now, but if you do want to, you can go get a 10% bonus on all first time deposits between $500 and $100,000 down on BTCC. And lastly, don't forget to go follow me on Twitter at Tyler Crypto Talk if you have been enjoying my insights and things like that, where we have been talking about Ondo, Trump, and many more. So of course, again, I hope you guys did enjoy. I have been working on the setup a little bit, so you're going to start seeing some little cool little features and stuff like that we're going to be working on. So stay tuned for a bunch of upgrades to the channel here, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.